Ninja makes the ESPN cover. Dana White says he'd have to have his head examined if he ever put Logan Paul in a ring. All on today's Friday Shot from the Point News. What's going on out there, fuckheads? I'm Tommy C. Let's do this week's news. Twitch streamer Ninja becomes the first gaming pro to grace the cover of ESPN magazine, further legitimizing esports for the mainstream. Even though this was a great accomplishment for pro gaming, it was not without its controversy, like everything pro gaming in the mainstream. The unliked, unloved, and certainly unmarried Anita Sarkeesian chimed in about Ninja being on the cover of ESPN. Anita Sarkeesian squawked, Wait, isn't this the guy who said he won't play with women? Cool. Way to go, ESPN, elevating the status of a misogynist. She also said, refusing to play games with women because you are married and don't want a hypothetical rumors to start is the most bonkers logic I've ever heard. What is wrong with all of you? This is one of the most insane tweets I've ever seen. Unsurprisingly, it's from Anita Sarkeesian. Hypothetical rumors? Hypothetical? It's a guarantee, you normie. If he was to stream with an attractive young streamer, all sorts of things would be said in the chat. He might not want to subject his wife to it. I don't put my wife on because I know she'll get goofed on and I only have 30,000 subs on my main channel. And here's another thing. Not everybody is politically as inclined or brainwashed or cult-like as you. Feminism may not be his most important goal in life. It might be family. Being so angry and hateful towards men more than likely leaves you out of the whole gene pool game. So let me give you an idea what it's like to be married. And I'm not talking about muffins too, the cat you're probably going to have when you're 50 years old, and that's the closest thing to a relationship with another human being that you'll ever have when you're married or have children. That's called a family. They come before your political aspirations, your job in some cases, and just about everything else. That includes their feelings. Feelings you should understand something about, considering you spent the last 5 years complaining about online harassment. It's not a hypothetical. It's guaranteed his wife and him will get harassed online simply by streaming next to another female gamer. And Ninja has every single right in the planet to stream with whom he wants to stream with for whatever reason he deems fit. And I think family is a pretty damn good one. Yeah, I could see why it could be bonkers logic for somebody who can't even see themselves doing anything for anyone other than themselves and their goals and their agenda. Yeah, I imagine that would be pretty bonkers logic. But for the rest of us, for us men who have children, who have wives, this is a reality. It's completely logical. In fact, it might save your ass. Let me give you some personal insight to this. Why I personally don't mind streaming with other women. It's only because my wife doesn't have a problem with it. And let's break this down. Let's pretend we're not big-time streamers. Let's pretend we don't have audiences. I can't say, hey, babe, I'm going down the street to stream with this really cute-looking 20-year-old chick. I know you want my... All right, yeah, thanks. All right, I'm going. That doesn't happen in the real world. That's why it's bonkers logic to you. You're barely human. You're an android. You're a feminist android. You're from another planet. Jesus, come back to us. Put muffins down. Join the human race. So far, Ninja hasn't commented on Anita Sarkeesian's childlike outburst on Twitter. But we have a pretty good idea how it would have went. Check out this video with Nate Shot when Nate Scott decides to talk about politics. Ninja seems to really engage with him.
Literally, dude.
No, what's funny about the presidency that we have right now is that Trump actually... I mean, if you go back in the tweets that he had about President Obama, about all of his golf trips and the vacations that he took within like the... I mean, I actually do not follow politics, so I'm not Republican or Democrat or like liberal or conservative. But like Trump tweeted about explicitly Barack Obama taking all these golf trips and all these vacations. And within like the first 6 months, I think he spent like the entire 4 years budget, or I actually don't know what it is, down to the wire, down to like the very cent. But he spent so much money on going and bringing his family from New York and back to the White House and going on golf trips and flying around. Crazy.
What's the matter, Ninja? You don't want to speak out on issues that are important to you? What could go wrong? Pussy.
Stop negging. Don't neg. No one likes a negger. Dude, that sounds That sounded, you know what?
In other news, Dana White was asked if we would soon see Logan Paul in the UFC ring. That's what he said.
That guy would get murdered here. He would get hurt badly. Yeah. If I ever let him fight in the UFC, I should be arrested. Okay? And everybody's going to go, you let CM Punk fight in the UFC? But hey, no hate for the kid. Good for him, man. Look at the business that guy has built on YouTube and the number of pay-per-views they did on YouTube. You know, they did 800,000 at $10 for two guys that fight fans have never heard of, I guess you would say. So he's built a great business for himself. Good for him, and it's awesome. But trust me, don't play around over here. You will get hurt.
Logan Paul did respond to Dana White via Twitter. Damn, you're thinking real simple, D. He would get hurt badly. You let CM Punk fight. Stop acting like you do it for the sport. Paycheck equals fight. You have no idea what I'm capable of. This is going to sound a bit strange for me because I'm no Logan Paul fan, but bear with me. I don't think Logan is 100% wrong. Of course, it's about the check. Not only did Mr. Dana White put CM Punk in a UFC bout, he's no stranger to putting YouTubers in bouts. Remember Kimbo? Kimbo was considered the first YouTube street fighter. So Paul is absolutely correct to suggest that if it's a moral issue, as Dana White's saying it is, he doesn't necessarily have a history of being ultra moral when it comes to putting people that don't belong there in a UFC ring. Not only that, to say that Logan could never be in the UFC might be a little premature as well. Logan Paul comes from an all-state wrestling background in Ohio. Ohio has a notoriously competitive Greco-Roman wrestling scene. Now, some UFC fighters like Brendan Severn in the past actually come from a Greco-Roman wrestling. I don't know if Logan Paul is cut out for high-level pro sports or high-level combat sports, but certainly he does come from a background that would lead you to believe that he certainly could learn. Now, keep in mind, Logan Paul's only 23 years old, and I don't know what his commitments are, and certainly would have to roll back YouTube, but it's not out of the realm of possibility if he put his best foot forward that he could potentially get a jiu-jitsu black belt. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I don't know if he's that inept athletically. I don't even know what Dana White is thinking. If he drew enough money, Dana White would put him in a ring. Who are you kidding? And in commentary YouTube news, legendary YouTube commentator and my buddy, Colossal's Crazy, has finally released a video on his main channel. If you were up Thursday morning in Europe, you were pleasantly surprised to find out that Clown has released his opus masterpiece. This latest release only comes 2 days before the 2-year anniversary of FouseyTube on Alternative Reality Part 1. I'm going to give you my opinion. You're going to say I'm biased no matter what, and you might not be right. But I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about Clown's latest video. I was actually a little worried going into this video because I thought, on a platform where, YouTubers can be forgotten pretty quick if they don't put content out, that no matter how good or bad this particular video may be, that Clown may suffer the wrath of just simply being away for too long. I was pleasantly surprised, and I actually learned a lesson from YouTube. When we're all thinking about algorithms getting out first, yeah, that might get you 1 million subs, but it is no substitute for just making a really great video. Clown has proved once again that he's one of the top commentators in the business, and very, very few people can even come close to his quality of work, and they have much larger sub counts than he has. In 2016, when Clown did his first video on FouseyTube was extremely relevant. He was one of the top YouTubers on the platform. I personally wondered if anybody even cared, even though the July 15th debacle was so large over the summer. FouseyTube is a YouTuber that is flailing and treading water at this stage of his career, and he even claims that it's coming to an end. We'll see about that. For Clown to make a video about this now dying YouTuber so interesting is a testament to just how good he is. There are very few commentators in his class, and I think most commentators would agree with that. Clown is in a class of his own, and I'm really, really proud of him. And now you can call me a butt licker or whatever the fuck you want. I actually meant everything I said. It's really good to have Colossal is Crazy back. Colossal has not put out a video since June 2017. All right, that's it. That's all I got for this week. I know we didn't get a lot of stories this week. I'm kind of running around the house a little bit, so I didn't get to do as much as I normally get to do. This is the part where I get to talk to you and stretch it out over 10 minutes and act like it's a part of the content, like most YouTubers. I just tell you to your face. That's it. I just actually want to give you a couple announcements. On the main channel, Tommy C's SFTP, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 Greenwich, 6 p.m. Central European. I will be doing my 3rd annual 40th birthday. That's right, I turned 40 on the main channel. You'll see a link up in the coming hours. You'll be seeing a link before it. Usually YouTubers stop by. We usually get crazy calls. And, gonna throw back a few Beck's Gold, which I haven't had in over a month. I haven't had a Beck's Gold since Tobes was here. That's the truth. I've been a very good boy, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be 40, and I'm looking forward to it. See you there. The Nick DeOrio will be back doing this show next week, and I also like to make an announcement that Willie Mack Show has signed up. He is an official member of the Shot from the Point team. He's going to be specializing on doing Shot from the Point news on Friday. His week is coming up real soon. DeOrio next week. And thank you for being a part and such a great supporter of Shot from the Point news. If you want to hit me up on that Patreon or donate or buy a t-shirt in some way or hit us up on Twitter, all that stuff is in the description box below. Well, I'll see you real soon, and Nick will see you Friday. That's it.
Wow.